Hello students, welcome to Competitive Exam Library YouTube channel. Today we are going to see what are the electrical systems which we are used in control systems. So we are already know what are the basic elements which we are going to use in the electrical systems. So that is what we are going to see, and also relation between voltage and current in case of the different elements. Let us consider the elements here, and you have voltage across element, another is current through the element. So current through element. So these are the three relations you have to know whenever you are dealing with the electrical systems: elements, voltage across each element here, next current through each element. These are the three conditions or three elements what we are going to use in the electrical system. Let us consider first element as a resistor. So that will be a current flowing is I and it is R. So there will be a voltage across resistor is generated. So we can write that is V of t, and we can write that is I of t. So V of t can be written as that is equals to I of t into R, and current can be written as I of t is equals to V of t divided by R. This is the relation in case of the resistor. So and you will have whenever you have the inductor, so here also current is flowing, that is what we are taken as I of t and L. So V of t can be written as there will be some voltage is generated across the element. So V of t can be written as L into d I of t by dt, and I of t is equals to, we can write 1 by L integral V of t dt we can write. So this is the relation in case of the inductor. So let us consider a capacitor. When a capacitor is connected, having some current is flowing, that is I of t, so it will be V of t. So across the capacitor we can write V of t is equals to 1 by C integral I of t dt, and here I of t can be written as C into dV of t by dt we can write in case of the current through the elements. So these are the different elements which we are going to use in electrical systems. So let us see the procedure for writing of the balance equation. So we can say procedure for writing balance equations. In case of systems, so that is in control systems, that is in mechanical systems, as well as the mechanical rotational system, mechanical translational system. So we are going to see what are the procedure how to write the balance equation. So for writing the balance equation, so first step is, so we have to select at balance equations at the node. So let us write balance equations at the each node, balance equations at a node. So what is meaning of the node in case in the system? In the system, nodes are the meeting points of meeting points of elements, meeting points of elements. That is the balance equation. Second one, if you observe, at each displacement assume one node. So that is what you have to do. At each displacements assume one node. Next, third one is we can take draw free body diagram at each masses. Draw free body diagram of the system at each masses or nodes. So masses will be considered as nodes here in case of this. So we can write at each masses or nodes. Then what is the next step you have to do for each free body diagram? So for each free body diagram, write the differential equations. You have to write the differential equations. Next step, after writing the differential equation, take the Laplace transform of above equations. Laplace transform of above differential equations and eliminate unwanted variables to get the ratio of output to input for the system. So this last step is regarding to, so whenever you want to find the transfer function, sometimes he may ask only the differential equations. So 4 steps are regarding to write the differential equation. This 5th step is regarding to write the transfer function. So whenever you have the transfer function, so what are the different Laplace transform formulas we are going to use? Laplace transform formulas what we are going to use here, I am writing here. For theta I am considering, let us see, theta Laplace transform will be theta of s we can write. So and Laplace transform of d theta by dt, that is also equals to Laplace transform of d theta by dt we can write as s into theta of s. Next, Laplace transform of d square theta by dt square we can write, that is equals to d square dt by dt square. So we can write s square into theta of s. So these are the different Laplace transform which we are used in rotational system. Whenever you consider for mechanical translational system, x will be Laplace transform of, that is the displacement will be x of s. Whenever you consider dx by dt, so Laplace transform will become dx by dt can be written as, that is s into x of s. Next here d square x by dt square can be written as Laplace transform of d square x by dt square will be, so that is equals to, we can say s square into x of s. These are the different Laplace transforms what we are going to use in case of the obtaining the transfer function of mechanical systems. Then we are going to eliminate the unwanted variables, from that to get the ratio of the output to input for the transfer function of the system. That's all in this video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe the channel. If you have any queries, please make in the comment box. I can reply for you. So thank you very much.